Tak jo, Beyond a Steel Sky. Je potřeba zjistit, kdo vlastně byl Graham Grumpy. Protože až se ten chlápek začne vyptávat, tak je možný, že by mohlo přijít na tu šokující skutečnost, že tohleto ve skutečnosti není Graham, ale Foster.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly.
Jo, asi jsem byl delší dobu na dešti.
Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know.
Počkat, on má v hubě integrovaný serial port, jo? Jo, tak to je prostě, to je sen každýho.
Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Jupi.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Aha, ona to umí odpovídat. Tak to jo.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman low.
Jo, to už si říkal.
That's probably.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
Jo, tohle je možná jako...
healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing.
Tohle je možná jako menší výhoda toho systému pro některý lidi. Prostě... Zhubneš, automaticky ti domů přijede nová uniforma, no ale... Vážně je to něco, co bychom chtěli?
There was a boot print. Curious. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records.
Cleaning supervisor, takže prostě uklízeč, jo. Počkat, pokud jsem na to někdo stoupal, tak tady musí něco být.
A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Ne, já jsem nechtěl, aby si se skočil. Naopak. Jdeme otevřít okno. Takovým menším problémem budíš skutečnost, že je tam zase ten gang pták. Bo jak se to jmenuje? Ale takovej... Jak se to jmenuje ta robot? Chipworth.
Excuse me, please.
Mohl by si...
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
Mohl by si prosím tě zvednout okna?
I need you to
Otevří
do
okna.
for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Dobře, slovo budíš Windows.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
I am sorry, sir, but the window controls are in Madame Songbird's room. I would not wish to disturb the mentor while he is with her. Her meeting is apparently of the highest priority.
I see. We shouldn't disturb her then.
Indeed, sir. However, if the air temperature is a concern, might Sir consider dispensing with his coat?
It is rather warm.
And pungent, sir?
Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special day, sir.
Jo, kež by mi můj robotický vysavač přál to samý. Jediný, co umí, je strkat do židle, když se na něco soustředím.
Something told me the fire was not authentic.
To je nějaká trapná animace. Ale vím už o něm dost, nebo ještě ne?
The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real.
Takže jsme byli i v Paříži. Dobře, ty okna možná nemusím otvírat hned. To by mohlo počkat. Já bych řekl, že jsem možná i ready na to interview. Věřím si na to.
It seemed everybody in Union City had a kudos level. I still didn't have a clue about Graham's. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out.
Dobře, tak jsem se spletl.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme.
Čekat. Tohle už jsem ale všechno prošel. Doufám, že mi ta hra nechce říct, že se to neuložilo.
A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment.
Jo.
I hoped it would be enough.
No, co on dělal? On byl 14 dní pryč, nevolil, nechodil do práce. Takže jeho kudos level šel hodně dolů, no.
If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham.
Ano.
I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here.
Alonso?
Monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
Velká zkouška.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Dokud tady nebudou slovní úlohy z matematiky, tak bych řekl, že je to v cajku.
Oh well, straight to the point. I like that.
Ale opovaž se začít s tím, že jeden vlak vyjel v tu dobu a potom spadlo maso z poličky v jinou dobu, nebo...
Issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Ne, já jsem to určitě nezapomněl. To je
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
Tak teď si mě dostal. Růžovej chlápku, sakra. Typnul bych si, že to bylo...
Still with us, Mr. Grundy? Yes, well, you'll be back up there in no time. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
What? Cože? Jako vlak. Co, čekaj. Já nechápu, co se mi to snaží dát zač. Ještě jednou, prosím tě. Plavat. Běhat. Tahat za něco.
Please, Mr. Grundy, I've not got all day.
No, to já taky ne, každopádně já jsem trošku v prdeli. Že sewers?
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is.
Oh,
Department of Land Trains and Extra City Commerce. Wonderful.
Mám z prdele kliku.
Oh, yes, couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
Něco tam bylo, no. Část.
Is everything all right, Mrs. Grundy?
Hard?
Nothing wrong.
Ukaž mi to ještě jednou, kam jsi ukazovala? Ne, to bylo...
You mean my Schriebman port?
Your what?
He means your heart regulator.
Ano.
Oh yes, of course. Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
Sport podle těch... Co? Huh?
You mean all my sports?
Well, I'm glad you're taking your health seriously, but I meant the photography.
Yes, Mentor. I will definitely do that.
Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What?
To je dobrá otázka.
Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
Zajímavý
I
příběh.
have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Possibly. It's as plausible as everything else you've told me today. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. Now, it's clear to me that your recent concussion has had some deleterious effects on your memory. You need some time to recuperate.
Of course, mentor. I shall see to it that he gets the care he needs.
Oh, I have no doubt that you will. And to support you in this, I converted some of your kudos to grant you both some time off work.
Our kudos? Wait, how much?
Oh, nothing too severe. Just enough to give you some time to reflect. You may notice a slight dip in your social tier, however.
But the Aspiration Day Gala... tonight...
Yes, won't it be something? I am so looking forward to it. Anyway, keep a smile on your face.
You too?
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
What in the name of Joey do you call that sorry performance?
Maybe I could have tried harder.
Look, Buster. Everything was fine until you turned up. I'd dragged my kudos all the way up to Class B for that gala. I don't want time off. I want my gala tickets. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Tak jo. Takže interview máme za sebou. A teďko zpátky k těm věcem u toho okna. Tak, ten robot říkal, že tady někde se dají ovládat ty okna.
Hey, don't touch that. Open windows. I can't even right now.
No tak.
Ahem.
Ne, nedávej to dolů. Sakra. Já to chci otevřít. To je důležitý. No mi to zavřela, co? Prděle s tím. Jako vážně? Hele. Sakra. Dobře, tak škoda. Jsem si říkal, jak ti to tady natřu, když to hacknu a ono nic.
Songbird, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Oh, terrific. As long as you're sorry. But tell me, what exactly are you sorry for? Turning up here? Pretending to be my husband? Or maybe you're sorry for making such a mess of it. All that kudos straight down the drain.
But...
Do you know how much effort I've put into getting that gala ticket? How many months of fake smiles and loathsome dinner parties? Only to have Mentor Alonso convert it all into time off to spend with you! So, please explain. What exactly are you sorry for?
Za to, že tě musím zklamat, ale fakt potřebuji otevřít ty okna. Ale jinak za to, že jsem ti zkazil den, no.
That I made a mess of the interview.
I hope you realize what you've cost me. That gala was everything. Could you not have tried just a teeny bit harder to be Graham? The clues are all over the place.
Well, I tried.
I suppose you did at least get the bumbling idiot part right.
You don't seem too distraught about your husband.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Any idea where I could find Leet?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Did Leet believe in Graham's conspiracies?
Believe? Pretty sure he's where Graham got him from. Bad influence all round.
What were you saying about kudos?
You mean all the kudos I've now lost, thanks to you?
Yeah, kudos. That's important, right?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
No, nezlob se, ale nedává to žádný smysl.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of around here.
How can I raise my kudos level?
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get more kudos?
Well, isn't that just the question? Like I said, be happy, get points.
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
You think I'm not sad on the inside? No one's gonna give me a medal for having a dead husband.
But...
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already dipped way too much today, thanks to you.
No a ohledně těch oken.
Can I open the window?
I'd rather you didn't.
Why not?
See those clouds out there?
Yes?
That's not water vapor.
Oh.
Ale přesto, ještě ohledně těch oken.
Mind if I open a window?
Yes.
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
What's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe you're referring to Mentor Alonso from the Ministry of Well-Being. He's a high-ranking official. And thanks to you, he won't be taking his eyes off us anytime soon.
We got away with it, didn't we?
Do you think he's a fool? When he finds out who you really are, we're both done for. My kudos won't survive another hit like that.
That's all for now.
Yeah, bye.
Nebudu tě zbytečně moc prudit. I když ty můžeš očividně prudit mě s těma oknama, co?
Jasmine. A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy.
Dobře, a co je vlastně teďko mým cílem tak nějak? Jasně. Hele. Co potom tu máme? No, tohle prohodíme už jenom tak. Počkej, ono to nejde? Jak to, že to nejde? To nejde posunout, aha. To je jedno. To stejně nevypadá, že bych tady mohl něčeho docílit. Já nevím, co mám teďko dělat. Jako, mě by pomohlo prostě otevřít okna, no. Ježiš, to zas bude bordel. Sprcha se automaticky pustí, když někdo odejde. To je užitečný.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Jednou měsíčně se sprchovat. What? Možná ještě možná ještě dokecat s ní, no.
Excuse me, Songbird?
What is it, Graham?
Can I ask you about some missing children?
I'd rather you didn't.
Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Looks like Graham was quite the photographer.
Oh, he was dreadful. At first I thought he was an artist. Then I found out he used those ridiculous antique cameras. It took hours to see the finished photographs. And he took forever fussing with the lighting. The only good thing about his photographs is that I'm in most of them.
Graham was a conspiracy theorist?
Always was. But before he went missing, he really changed. He became secretive. He used to close the terminal whenever I came into the room.
That's not that strange.
And he started spending a lot of time in the bathroom. And then he just disappeared.
Já asi vím proč, jenom že bych musel otevřít okna.
What do you know about the council?
They run the city. You know, like they always have since Joey left.
Can I speak to them?
Not with Graham's ID, you can't.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Ty vole, já fakt chci otevřít poslední okna.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
Jo, Leet.
Do I know someone called Leet?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, sir.
Why's that?
When Sir was shorter and stouter, it was made very clear that I was not to discuss such information with anyone, not even Sir himself.
Okay. Do you know if I know someone called Leet?
Excellent loophole, sir. Yes, I do know with absolute certainty whether Sir knows someone called Leet.
That's good enough for me. Do you know someone called Leet?
He was never my acquaintance, sir.
Sakra.
Songbird doesn't seem too upset about her husband.
And why would she be? The glorious Master Graham has returned to us.
Sounds like my wife didn't miss me all that much.
I'm confident Madame Songbird's affection was simply kept hidden, on the inside.
What's this about a celebration tonight?
The Aspiration Day Gala. Madame Songbird was so looking forward to it. It is most unfortunate that she'll no longer be permitted entry.
Why? What happened?
Mentor Alonso has deemed you to be somewhat in need of care. He kindly converted Madame Songbird's kudos into more holiday days, so the two of you can spend some quality time together.
Yeah.
What has that got to do with the gala?
Well, she now no longer holds the required level of kudos for entry.
So you're saying that it's my fault?
Would Sir like me to place an order for a bouquet of flowers?
Jo, to by mohlo. No, to nepomůže.
Good idea.
Ale je to dobrý
I
gesto.
think it's gonna need to be a really big bouquet.
Ať se to sotva vejde do dveří. Ale ať se to vejde do
Order
dveří.
shipped. Order out for delivery.
Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir. Every day is super.
Tohle to se nezměnilo. Mám u sebe něco užitečného. Párky. Párky a... Jo, sodu. No. Já nevím, ty jako... Ještě mě napadá ten jeho terminál. Možná, že by nebylo špatný si jít pro radu. Jako kam? Nedává... Jo, takhle. No, dostal se tam tím, že šlápnul na záchod, že jo? Počkej. Ale když jsem viděl tu sodu, mě něco napadlo.
The climate controls look complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
I don't know and I don't care.
Nechceš párek? A co takhle?
I don't know and I don't care.
Jo, právě, ona to chce mít furt zavřený. Já nevím, jak ji od toho odlákat. Něco, co by ještě sralo třeba. Puštěná televize, aby odešla od kompu. Bo teplota, no, ale... Remotely. Ale jako hezký nápovědy, jo, ale... Kdo by to pro mě mohl udělat, no... Tenhle ten, že jo? Počkej.
Hello, Chipworth.
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
Jo? OK. Perfektní. Teď ještě budu muset vyřešit ptáka, co?
The mentor, Alonzo, seemed to be arguing with someone.
No jo. Každopádně. Zasraný pták. Počkat, já mám párek, ale. Na. Strať se. Škoda, že to nepřistálo Alonzovi na hlavě.
Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
OK. Hele, já mám nápad, co udělat s tím diamantem. Co by tu? Co je? Co bys ráda?
Excuse me, Songbird?
Hey, stranger.
Nic, tak
Yeah, bye.
Já mám nápad, co udělat s tímhle. Mě to napadlo, když jsem tady zahlíd. Počkat, to nedává smysl. Ne, zandej to. Jo. Jde to.
I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. The HoloLens now projected fragmented data.
No dobře, ale co s tím teďko? Jako tohleto, kdybych měl něco jiného, z čeho by to šlo sebrat. Jenomže... Nic takového tu nemá podobný tvar. No dobře, to asi teďko hned nevyřeším. Leda, že bych... Ještě něco z inventáře možná. Ne, to jsem si to akorát... Nepočkat, něco jiného.
I swapped the lens back to the original one.
Aha, takhle. Dobře, to je zajímavý. Já si to zatím nechám u sebe a uvidíme, co se s tím dá potom dělat třeba. Každopádně venku se děl nějaký bordel, tak mě zajímá, s kým se tam Alonso hádá. What the fuck?
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnippel, Esquire, sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnippel is of course Sir's human neighbor. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagining.
What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium a valid form of expression. Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from
Jo, no to je tak nějak pointa.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant, at your service.
So you're a servant?
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So we've met before?
Of course, sir.
Have you heard any reports of missing children?
Why, no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid. See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
A ne,
I
to
don't think
nemusíme.
that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. Alas, I am inspired.
No dobře. Tak a co se tady děje?
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Jo, chápu. Já jsem jí řekl, že mám v oblibě zelenou barvu.
You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
Atta girl. Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss? Pardon me, miss!
Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be.
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel!
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
You need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior.
Okay.
I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell.
Okay. Co vy dva tady furt čumíte, sakra, pomožte mi, ne? Taky. Ale mám pro tebe práci, vyleď nahoru a...
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Čekat, dostanu se tam vůbec nějak, nebo ne? Pochybuju. Tak co mám dělat?
Excuse me.
Sir?
What's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
No to vidím.
Anything I can do to help?
No need, sir. All under control.
Really? I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Ale pod kontrolou to určitě nemáte.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here! Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Well-Being.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me? I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you. I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
Can you see any way down from there?
No!
Okay, we'll see what we can do from here. Can you see any way down?
No!
Okay, we'll see what we can do from here. How did you get up there?
I don't know! Please! I'm frightened!
She climbed the outside of the building. Astounding agility, by the way. Most impressive.
I don't remember!
Bravo, miss!
Ale to...
Sit tight. We'll soon have you down.
Někdo nějaký nápad.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yes, I do. I have an idea.
Go on.
Never use a simile when a metaphor suggests itself.
What?
I'm in the middle of composing an Aspiration Day poem, but my lexicon...
Mě ty tweetkaci nezajímají.
Yes. You asked if anyone had an idea. You were not...
Don't worry, we'll get you down safely.
Please stop making promises. Who's the welfare officer here?
No, to je dobrá otázka. Welfare officer tady stojí a čumí.
I can't stand heights.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the cat. This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds.
OK, takže vylez tam asi nepůjde. Tak já nevím, jedině zevnitř. Stejně to nedává smysl, že by se tam dostala zvenku. Já potřebuji ještě nahoru. Ale pochybuju, že to tam jede. Nahoru, ne dolů. To je v prdeli.
The holdall was stained with paint. With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
To je divný, jak to mám asi vyřešit. Počkej. Clean exterior. Aha. Takže ten teďko půjde uklízet ven, ale... No. Počkej, tady... Když je den, tak jdi uklízet ven. Sice nevím proč, ale... Nevím, co dělám. Na co tady čumíš? Běž uklízet ven. No.
Someone had spilled paint on the floor.
Jo, hele.
Spray, please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Počkej, to nedává, ale...
Raquel!
Help! Please!
Can you see any...
Ale ne, ten robot. Ano, robot.
It's not like I can fly like that cleaning robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it passes?
I could try. But what if...
We'll catch you. You can do it.
No, na to bych úplně nesázel.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you? Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is famously reliable. Only in short bursts.
Okay, here goes.
Ha, jsem to vyřešil.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay? I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there? I don't know. I don't really remember anything.
Zajímavý je, že si vůbec nepamatuje
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground. Excuse me.
Mr. Grundy. Oh, Mr. Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle again.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, 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 and all that. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost,
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Tarquin, miss.
Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
To už je podruhý, co si řekla mé příjmení a překvapeně.
Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up eventually.
Nebo teda křestní jméno.
That said, her kudos rating will take a hit.
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find out about Joey in a museum?
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey? He'd be proud of that for sure.
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the piazza if you get the chance.
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-Being.
You often have to talk girls off high ledges?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
What is the reflection spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of reflections.
Oh, you mean that reflection spa. It's been a long day.
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar. Raquel. Is she always like that?
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier and she seemed like a totally different person.
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the reflection spa.
I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo. I think he's somewhere in Union City.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via U-chip.
Jo, jenomže...
No, that won't help. He was brought here from the Gap.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grundy?
That'd be the Ministry of Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal, or Rana New Blood. Come on, Raquel, let's get you to the spa. You'll be feeling better in no time. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the reflection spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.